I don't know, is that a Harry Potter reference because you're British?
No, wizards use Hollywood. That's where Hollywood comes from, like casting the spell.
Say that again on the tube.
So, Hollywood is a type of wood that the druids and ancient witches and stuff used to use to cast spells. That's why Hollywood is called Hollywood.
What the? And that's the carpenter I found. I mean, what the? Don't ask me if it's 7, 8, 9. I have no idea. Okay, so what you're going to notice a little bit is all the details are coming together. I was very ignorant and had no idea that, shitty camera work, that trim makes all the difference in the world. So one thing over here is we're going to be trimming out actually, you can see the door already. Just final little touches, man, because my carpenter's a wizard, more so than I am. That's a big old bag of plastic. We're killing all the turtles.
I made it out of Hollywood.
You made it out of Hollywood? Oh, I don't know, is that a Harry Potter reference because you're British?
No, wizards use Hollywood. That's where Hollywood comes from, like casting the spell.
Say that again on the tube.
So, Hollywood is a type of wood that the druids and ancient witches and stuff used to use to cast spells. That's why Hollywood is called Hollywood.
What the? And that's the carpenter I found. I mean, what the fuck? And then I'll throw Ryan on here. Just kick some shit about aliens. Hey, Ryan, right. Or what's your song called? Rye. All right, so this is the other one. Kick some shit about aliens, bro, because you don't know how many people might actually see this.
Oh, yeah, I'm a believer of the ancient alien theory. I've tied it all in with Christianity too, so that's an interesting video for another time, I think.
That's right. All I'm saying is whoever made us might have been working for God. You know, it's not. Maybe God used the aliens. Maybe we came from monkeys and that's just how God did it. It would be totally okay. You can find congruency without cherry picking. Ken, you are on.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just pre-drilling the holes large enough for the toggles to actually go through. We're using toggle bolts to brace these brackets up here.
Boom, boom.
Take that one off video. I think that wall grabbed me.
So since we are on the shelf episode, come over here, and these are actually, hey, what are these, 1/2 inch birch?
3/4.
All right, so these are 3/4 inch birch that we just got done priming, and we are about to paint the shelves white to go on top of the brackets from the last segment. Only makes sense to somewhat shoot this whole shit in order.
Okay, so the second step, once we've got our holes pre-drilled on the wall over there, the toggle bolts that we have for these brackets, the gauge is just slightly too big to get into the bracket. What we're going to do is just take a metal bit here, and we're going to very lightly just add a slight diameter to the holes, in which then the toggle bolts can then slide through. So,
And why are we using toggle bolts?
The reason for that is the space on the shelves that we went through on the final design, there isn't a stud for the wood screw to bite into.
Okay.
So we're using the toggle bolts, which uses the pressure on the screw against itself.
Bada bing, bada boom. So increase the diameter. And then you have this little trick in order to get the toggle bolts to actually fit through.
Yeah, that's what I was just explaining. So I'm using a metal drill bit here, which is slightly larger than the hole
Well, I
itself.
meant you screw the toggle bolts in, but very so lightly on the edge of that screw right there.
Yes, yeah. So we're going to put it on the very edge. That way, when we push the toggle through, it allows the toggle to open up behind the wall.
Gotcha.
And then we
Okay.
pull the screw back and tighten.
Bada bing, bada boom.
For example, so these are the toggles here. Take a look at those. It's
Boom, boom.
like an opening mechanism.
Home Depot again for the win. What do we say?
Yeah, fuck Lowe's.
Fuck Lowe's.
these. And then we'll take the bracket over to our pre-drilled holes. And we're going to close them, line them up on the holes there. And just for extra bite, we're going to use the hammer to actually push them through the holes. So you just want to start slightly on the first one to allow you room to get the second one lined up. And then once the screw is flat against the wall, now the toggle behind the wall is actually opened up.
Okay.
So now what we'll do is we'll just get the and then we're simply just going to use the drill here to slowly tighten each one bit by bit.
And this is where I got confused actually, is how the toggles were having a hard time opening. So what did you do? You briefly said it right over there, but say it again, like how you're screwing it in, but then taking the nail back out, or I mean, sorry,
Yeah,
taking the screw back out.
So to allow the toggle to get through, because the toggle itself when it's closed is about 1 inch long.
Okay.
So you want the end of the screw to go more than 1 inch past the back of the wall. That way it allows the toggle to open. So
Okay.
you have to push the screw all the way in. And then when you begin to tighten the screws, you want to pull them back out. That way the toggles then bite in the back of the wood.
Oh, so you're bringing the toggle back.
Exactly,
You have to,
yes.
Let me see if I understand. You have to push the toggle all the way through to give it room to open.
Yes,
Okay, hold on
yep,
one second on this.
yep.
And then you have to pull it back because now that it's open, it actually does have to come back and bite the wall.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So now that it's biting the wall, we can... You don't want to over tighten it, just in case you do any damage to the back of the wall, because it is pine, it's a very soft wood. So just enough for the toggles to bite themselves. So yeah, I'm not going to stress it. And that's the completion
Bada
of
bing,
one of the
bada boom.
brackets. We have 2 more to go.
Bada bing, bada boom. All right, YouTube, we are hanging shelves in a cargo trailer conversion over, what is this? You said this is pine?
This is pine, yes.
Yeah, pine shiplap. What up, Ken? What we'll see with this build is we did an all natural build. Okay, so we got as low VOC in everything possible. I think our primer was no VOC and our paint was low VOC. The pine board's unstained. And we put a little bit of wood filler in a few spots, and I don't know what that Play-Doh shit's made out of, but we did as all natural a build as possible. 2x4s, steel, wool insulation for the 48th time me saying that. Let me get some good sunshine. See, that's pretty. That's pretty. And I've been just riding around town in an Elantra from Enterprise while my car's in the shop. I kind of thought that all my troubles and problems would start once I actually got off grid. But what's interesting is, I swear to God, it's like when you try to do something incredible with your life, all the darkness just gets thrown at you. You're just swatting them away like Mario trying to hop and jump over Oompas. Just gotta dodge them, man. Life is pretty much just a game, just like Mario. Instead of dodging Oompas, we're just trying to dodge fucking COVID vaccines and like jump over Skittles and jump over the candy and diabetes and the autism statistics. Is like, can't fuck with me now. I'm off grid. Can't fuck with me now. This channel's gonna be something different, man. This thing right here, matte black Batman, just the beginning, y'all. Zack Symes.